I did actually start this video yesterday, but it was so dark in the back of the van that the footage I recorded, I just decided that I'm not going to use it because it just looks rubbish. It's a little bit warmer today though, so I can have the sliding door cracked. Not fully open, just cracked. I'm going to keep the heater running as well. But what I started doing yesterday was thinking about how I'm going to finish off framing the van. So I was thinking about what I'm going to do with this back section along here, and I've decided that I'm going to box it in. If I screw a piece of timber kind of across there, and then I'll have like another one kind of down here, then I can kind of like box that in and like hide all of this. I'm also going to be framing the top section of these walls and probably the ceiling as well. I'm trying to just get a general structure, like a skeleton, across the whole van so I can start to board up areas. And I don't know, I just think it just needs doing really. But basically what I've done is I've bought a load more of this 19 by 38 millimeter timber batten, and I've screwed it up into this part of the van here with metal self-tapping screws, and then I've just screwed that onto there, so that will carry the cladding up to this point. And then on the ceiling I'm just gonna screw these across these beams like that, and then I think I'm just gonna have a long piece going along like this, and then hopefully the cladding should be able to make that turn. I was a bit worried that I wouldn't be able to bend the cladding down the wall, and I was thinking about possibly boxing this in as well on both sides, but I think I'm going to give it a go with the cladding, and I'm hoping that will just kind of carry on around there. So the plan for today anyway is to get as much of this van boxed in and covered with wood as I can. So another morning, another day in the van. This is actually day 5 of this current video. This is taking way longer than I thought it ever would, and the weather's been really on and off. So today I think it's about 10 degrees outside, which is okay, but yesterday it was -2 and it was snowing, so I had all the doors shut, the heater blasting, and yeah, it's just kind of like been really up and down. But so far I've managed to do the battens all along the top, and I've done all of the ceiling ones as well. I've also boxed in the bit across the back doors. That was quite easy. But yesterday I spent the entire day, so about 6 hours, just building this little bit here to try and box in above this sliding door, because it's a bit of a weird shape, because the runners actually kind of go in this bit here, and then at the other end there's this like lumpy bit, which I still have no idea what I'm going to do. And then we've also got these really awkward bits around where the old bulkhead was, and I've literally no idea what I'm going to do with this. I've been staring at it for like the last 3 days, just trying to figure out what on earth I'm going to do with that. yeah, I've literally got no idea. I think the bit in the cab's going to be quite easy. I'm just going to kind of like build kind of like a box in there. That won't be too difficult. But yeah, I'm going to try and figure out what on earth I'm going to do with this today, and then finish off this bit up there. I think what I'm going to do is just carry this on up to about here or something, maybe around here somewhere, and then try and like box this in. But yeah, it's really proving quite difficult. I think you can buy trim specifically made for when you remove the bulkhead, but I think that part of the experience and the fun of converting a van yourself is to try and do these things on your own. So I know it's not going to be perfect. I don't have the right tools to make it perfect for a start, and I don't want to go out and start buying routers and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to kind of figure it out as I go, and whatever the end result is, whether it looks good or not, I don't really know, but I think that if I can do it myself, then that's like better than any kind of plastic trim that you could get to fit in there. I think that we might put carpet over all of this, so I think that might make it look a bit better. But yeah, I'm going to try and tackle this over here, see what I come up with, and hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is safe to say that the boxing in of all the awkward, funny angles and everything is officially done. It's taken me 7 days to do all of this. Not like 7 full days, but I've been in the van every single day for the last 7 days trying to do this. And I didn't think it was going to take too long, because all the battens around the top of the van and that bit of boxing that I did at the back, that was quite quick. I did that in like a couple of hours. But then this bit above the sliding door, this corner here, and doing these profiles around where the bulkhead used to be, that's literally taken me like 6 days to do that. It's just been absolutely insane. I remember a couple of days ago, I was just standing here in this van just staring at it for about half an hour, just completely clueless as to what I was going to do. But I think the thing that helped was to just kind of just do something, and then you kind of like just figure it out rather than trying to see the whole picture. I was like, I'll do that section there, and then I'll work off of that, and then I'll just kind of like mess about with it and kind of like see what happens. I don't think it's actually come out too bad, to be honest with you. I think we're going to put carpet over it. I was thinking of painting it, but I think that if we put carpet over it, then it will kind of like conceal it a little bit, if you know what I mean, so it doesn't look quite so bodgy. I haven't quite finished. I've still got to do this bit of boxing up there, and I haven't fixed this in yet. This is a bit of a weird one as well, because the roof batten's curved with the shape of the van, but obviously this box above the cab is just straight. So I was planning on having the cladding just flying into there and butting up against the box, but because that's lower than that centre point, it's going to kind of like be a bit weird, so I'm not really sure what to do with that. I also need to put loads of insulation around there as well, so I'm just going to leave that for now because I haven't got enough insulation to do it, so that's going to be a job for another day. But other than that, I think that is pretty much it. I've also just drawn a very rough sketch of where our electrics are going to go, because I need to start thinking about running wires throughout the van. There's not really too much, to be honest with you. I think we're going to go with 6 lights and then 2 kind of double 12-volt sockets, and then once all the cables are in place, then I can start cladding the walls, I think. Oh, another thing as well, I know we said we weren't going to do this, but we've ordered some windows to go at the back of the van. So we're going to have 2 windows at the back quarter. We're going to have one in the sliding door eventually, but not yet. And then we're also going to have a skylight up here, which I think we could possibly order. We were hesitant about getting the windows because it was just an extra expense, and we're kind of trying to keep costs down. But I think if we go too much further, then it's going to be a real pain to kind of backtrack and do the windows. So we've ordered the windows. To be fair, they're only £95 each, I think. I thought they were going to be a lot more expensive. We were thinking about getting the porthole windows that you get on canal boats, the round ones, but they were about £300 each, whereas the fitted ones for this van were £95 each. So we decided just to kind of like go with that. But as always, this was never meant to be a tutorial on how to build out your van, how to do boxing in your van. I've probably just gone a bit overkill with everything. I've seen other people just putting carpet over things, but I kind of figured that I wanted to do some boxings just because then the cladding's got something to butt up against, and this is all kind of like a bit awkward anyway, and this is just kind of like how I've done it, to be honest with you. And every van's slightly different. I really like wood. I like working with wood. I'm hoping it's not going to be too heavy because there's a lot of wood in this van. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next one. I think we're going to be putting up our Christmas decorations in the next video, but the next van video hopefully will be the windows. I suppose it depends on the weather, because if it's raining we can't do it. But make sure you come back to the next one anyway. So until then, have a safe drive, stay alive, have a lovely day, try not to spill anything, and we'll see you then.